The Nickelodeon show, right? I think so. All right, let's see.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh, I'm out of water. Darn it. I'll have to do something about that in a bit. Find the source of the hack. Wow, this dude's apartment looks totally different from the other guys. A weapons case? Oh, Lord. No, it is not. It's a giant... Oh, it's a refrigerator. Why is your refrigerator over there? Robble. Kind of a cool oven. The fridge is running. Cute chat. Cute. Whoa, look at this. EMP Granada. Whoa. Oh, dude. Peter Chang right there. Oh, Lord. Yep. This guy's totally onto them. Mm-hmm.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Kay is getting antsy about the next issue. I told him we should lead with the moon-based story, and he freaked out on me. Seriously, how are we not leading with this story? Anybody who wants you to come in so we can all talk about it, just make sure you're not followed. Bones won't shut up about the moon base. He keeps telling me we have no facts, but he just won't let it go. I want you to get back as soon as you can. I need to talk about the next issue with someone who cares about more than reliving some old cosmonaut fantasy. I'm assuming you got something on Praha Dovos by now? Damn, we're gonna blow the whole cover. Cloud Surf, most likely because those were acted on the outside a lot quicker than everything else going on here. Yeah. So, it all depends on outside forces. Yeah, Cloud Seraph basically said, quick question about the DMCA stuff. Why is it that I used to illegally watch F1 on Twitch? Those are usually taken down very quickly. How and why does that differ from the current situation? The reason is because there's no automated system we know of to take down things immediately, which is why so many people get away with it so often. It has to manually be done. So the ratio is how big does a stream need to be to have somebody manually issue a DMCA request against it. So for instance, there were multiple streamers streaming Avatar, but the one that got hit was the largest. So, you know, with F1, as Barry just said, F1 is super big on killing illegal F1 streams. The F1 right holders control their rights extensively. So in other words, those guys are just more on top of it. Yeah, that's all it comes down to it. Okay. And that goes into obviously the next big question is what about MasterChef? I didn't know about MasterChef. I was just talking about it a couple weeks ago. I assumed there was some kind of deal or that it was open source or something, or not open source, that it was public domain or something because so many people were streaming it. But what I found out is that MasterChef is they just don't do anything about it. They just don't. The people that own the MasterChef rights don't proactively DMCA the people streaming the show. They might one day. They absolutely might one day. They certainly could if they wanted to, but they don't. So that's the big thing with Twitch. Twitch says you can do whatever you want as long as it's within our TOS and our like nudity and stuff. And as long as nobody DMCA's you. That's where we are now. So yeah. That's how it is. As long as basically right, is it's an as long as you don't get caught. You do what you want as long as you don't get caught. Or as long, it's not that the people aren't getting caught. It's that the outside forces are not putting forth the effort to do anything about it. A lot of people have made the point that maybe the MasterChef people aren't doing it because they like seeing everyone watch MasterChef and they feel that it's better for their brand to push MasterChef out on Twitch streams than it is to spend the money and resources to take them down. Because you got to remember, when you DMCA something, you don't get any money for that. It's a completely different thing than suing. So they have to spend resources to have these streams taken down in a lot of cases. So, you know, that's the situation. Basically, a DMCA happens when a company feels that their license is getting encroached on enough to the point where it is detrimental to their brand to do it. But yeah, so I mean, the argument for it's free publicity could very much be a thing. Maybe the MasterChef guys are just like, hey, all this Twitch stuff is free publicity. That's awesome. Or maybe they're just preparing giant lawsuits and they're going to just drop them all at once overnight. And instead of DMCAing, they're going to say, you have been illegally broadcasting our shows to tens of thousands of people. And instead of DMCAing you, we're just going to sue you for doing that. Nobody knows. So I personally am not in the boat. There are definitely some streamers who have even been public about the fact that they just want to see the world burn. But I think it would be terrible for Twitch and the streamers involved to have something like that happen. Which is one of the reasons I'm kind of like, I really hope that Twitch does something before. I mean, and maybe it'll never happen. Let's be real. It may never happen. It may never happen. But it's the kind of thing where it absolutely could happen. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? Do the MasterChef right holders even know their show is being rebroadcast on Twitch? Oh, nobody knows. We don't know any of this stuff. It's all conjecture. Now, it is funny because Gordon Ramsay on one of his shows had a contestant on who he asked, "What do you do?" And she said, "Oh, I'm a chef on Twitch. I stream cooking shows on Twitch." And Gordon then just goes, "What the is Twitch?" So clearly at that moment he didn't know about it. Now later, his Twitter made a snarky comment about his show being watched on Twitch. But let's be real, his Twitter is probably written mostly by PR people. People like Gordon Ramsay generally have other people that write their own tweets. Is that his case? I have no idea. Maybe that was written by him. But I'm just saying there's a really good chance he didn't even write that. And that just may have been some funny thing for publicity. So we don't know. We don't know. So yeah, a whole lot of we don't know. And that's what sucks. The biggest problem with all this stuff is that there's a whole lot of we don't know, and very serious, real, tangible things could happen because of it. There's way too much I don't know, not enough we do know, and real big issues could become reality potentially. So anyway, long form answer to your question, and hope that helps. Yeah. One Up says, "Chat, I write Co's tweets. Don't at me." It's true. One Up runs my Twitter. He pretty much does everything. So yeah, appreciate all your help, buddy. Thank you for it. If you have any commentary, just send it his way. Thanks. Okay. Oh, why are you online? Sewer stand-up was 5 minutes ago, and you're not even in Davni. I want to lead with your Praha Dobos story. Look, he misspelled it, and then he corrected it. That's great. What's the rush? Just a little something called Summits.issue 67. Thought you had a scoop about the import company. Looks like someone should talk about in person. Where are you? Same place I was yesterday and the day before that. Underground. Take the manhole by the music store or the old church. Let's go say hello to him. Am I the real Co or PR Co? I think they're in the same house. I think it's the same person. Crazy, scary. It's kind of funny because I was glancing at the LSF thread earlier, looking at some of the comments, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh man, Co is totally selling out the people he works with.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret.
And it's like, okay, first of all, these streamers are like 4 and 5 times my size, and they're getting DMCA'd. I'm not really doing anything. Like, you think I'm doing it? And second of all, like, it's really weird to have that said, because it's like people are these people are pushing the boundaries of Twitter or as Twitch as a whole. And it's like what they do could realistically bring down the wrath of DMCA gods onto Twitch as a whole. And it's like, who's really screwing who here? You know? Like I would love to have Twitch last a long time and have you viewers be able to watch whatever you want as long as you want. And it's just kind of like, it's I don't know, dude. I mean, of course streamers can do whatever they want. Their content is theirs, but at the same time, it's like, since Twitch is being so Wild West about everything, seeing people like repeatedly poke the bear is incredibly concerning. So yeah, I don't selling anyone out, dude. People are selling themselves out with this stuff.
Meyer, group called Sam.
They're putting giant bullseyes on their
You mean
head.
those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Yeah, I find it hilarious that someone is like, yeah, Co's snitching on people. Dude, they're 5 times my size, and their tweets saying they got DMCA'd have 80,000 likes. What are you talking about? Gotta get some damn perspective. My lord, dude. What would you do if Twitch got shut down? I don't think they will. I think honestly they're super legally. I think the reason they let all this happen is because they're really covering their butts. I think Twitch is doing everything they can to distance themselves from this kind of stuff while making as much money as they possibly can off it. And that's the balance they maintain, is making as much money off the practice while distancing themselves from it as much as they can. So I wouldn't think that they would that it would be going on the platform if they didn't feel they had legal protections. I don't think Twitch is going anywhere. My biggest concern, honestly, would be for the creators.
Wonderful.
If something big does happen, I think Twitch will be the first people to hang them out to dry, because they have to be. They have to be. It's not like they're going to stand up for them. But the whole way their system is designed is to basically be like, oh no, we didn't do anything. Go to them. Don't protect me. Get them. Like, that's their whole business. It's just go get them. They did it. We didn't do anything. We're just a service. They're the ones that did it. Go get them. So, yeah. That's how they've always been. That's honestly, I hate to say it, it's a smart thing for them to do. Like, that's, if for what they're trying to do, that's the smart thing for them to do. Wiggle says it doesn't sound very professional. Actually, it's like the epitome of professional. It is them 100% just putting legalese and what they do as a business first. It is the height of professionalism in a way. They completely protect themselves. They create the platform for people to do what they want. They rake in money on what they do. And it's kind of like fishing almost, you know, in a way. Like, they use these streamers to kind of fish and see how far they can go with the DMCA strikes. And then they rake in all the fish. And then when something goes bad, they just go, nope, right there. It's their fault, not ours. Oh, no, we're not giving the money back. No, we're keeping all
Co,
this.
get the damn fish!
But yeah, it's wild, dude.
I've lived
It's
in
wild.
fog
It's a
my
wild
whole
situation.
life. Never seen it this bad.
Wait.
Arturian, been a great time, the best community. Anyway, we'll talk. There's better places to talk about this. I'm talking about this way too much. We'll shut up about it. Whatever. We're here for video games, not to listen about this stuff. Arturian, 33 months. Been a great time with the best community around. Also, after watching Co play Wasteland 3 yesterday, I'm getting a copy. Nice, dude. Enjoy it.
What does
Thank you for the
hypothermia
T233.
feel like?
And yeah, that's awesome, dude. Wasteland 3 base game is phenomenal. Also enjoying the first DLC so far. No, coach, keep talking. We need more drama. I'm not the ones creating this drama. I don't even belong on LSF. Everyone hates me there anyway. I don't even know why people are posting my stuff on there. Why is it when I go over here, it's telling me it's over there? Oh, it's back there.
I used to have dreams. Now look at me.
Ale spěcháme bez urážky.
I'm in a hurry, no offense. Are you? Are you in a hurry?
To get warm.
I'm offended. I'm offended.
I have to make some change.
The last time I saw a Co clip on LSF, people thought you're wholesome. Oh well. I get that every so often. My last big thing on LSF was when I was treating Twitter like Twitch chat and asking questions about MasterChef. And people thought that I people thought, oh, he's just telling on people. He's the worst. He's turning. He already knows. He's being sarcastic. He's passive aggressive. And I was like, dude, I literally rolled over on a couch and typed some stuff into Twitter. I'm literally asking questions like I would Twitch chat, and it's just like, wow, this is way more than I was expecting. Yeah, you got to be careful. Hi.
Busy. Leave me alone.
Are you though? Okay. Just delete your Twitter account and problem solved. That's a good call. If you wanted to be off LSF, you could DMCA every clip that was posted on there. Mods would be forced to blacklist you being a dick worse. What? No, dude, that's way too. Look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't care about that stuff. People can do whatever they want for entertainment. It's just an entertainment site at the end of the day. I certainly don't care that much at all. No, let them have their fun. Let them say whatever they want to say. It's. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm not here to yuck anyone's yuck. Even if they're yucking me. Whatever. Less drama, more game. That's right. Less drama, more game. We can use the stuff down there. That's not the person we have to talk to. How far into this run? About 10 hours, I want to say. About 10 hours. Been loving it too. It's been awesome revisiting this game. This game is just a joy. Co, you're a drama? I am a drama. I'm a drama bomb. Uh-oh. Are you breathing? Oh, I guess a little bit. That looks like a Durg. Is that a Durg? I think that's a Durg. All right, let's save it. Goes blind again? Probably.
We should lead with the population agenda, big global impact zone. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with global. What are the rocks?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what about you?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
He's right. Moonbase is sexy.
Since when are we trying to be sexy? Do I look like Eliza Kazan to any of you?
You absolutely do not.
Deep breaths, people. Let's take a minute to think about who we are, what it is we're trying to accomplish here.
Hi.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
Slow down, dude.
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose, you break my nose.
Okay. Pop says, how do you distinguish between criticism and just stupid comments? I feel like that's almost an invisible line at the center, but obvious at the ends. For me, I care about opinion. I care about people's opinions that I care about. It's not how it's been my whole life, but that's how I had to basically start feeling when I started streaming. It's that easy. So the feedback I care about is long-term subscribers, people that I know, friends of mine. Like, that's the feedback I really care about. One-off stuff here and there, like going back to live stream fails comments, like, those people don't know me. They don't know the context. They don't know anything. So it's kind of like, why even bother? Why establish a baseline to then grow a comment out of if they don't even want to foster an attempt at, like, getting to know me or what I do or the context of the situation? So yeah, so that's what I do. For these days, for criticism, I look for people that I like. For instance, if somebody drops in the channel and says X, and it's the first thing they said in the channel, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. If a long-term sub says X, I'm gonna be like, oh really? Why do you think that? What's your opinion? Like, what brought that on? You know, that kind of thing. It can be the exact same thing, but from who it's from and you know, your rapport with them is a big deal. So what I have learned the more I've done this is to really just, you can't put any faith in public opinion. You really can't. Yeah. Core Object says LSF thinks your name is Cone anyway, so it's great. Oh yeah, dude, my name's even misspelled on there. I don't even care. I don't even care to correct it. Like, whatever. I just don't don't care. CohhCarnage? Sure. Yeah, it sounds like a Twisted Metal expansion or something. Sure. Let's go with that. Let's do it. Okay.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of men.
Hey, cool!
Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Oh, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate.
Oh yeah, Portessa.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth
You
is
too,
that
Chimpy.
if digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
Skirt your rules.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal. The intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can
Thanks,
kill
Sully
me,
wins.
but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military-industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Prahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Man, this is an involved quest line. Okay. Let's do this now. I want to see where this goes. Crazy dude. Favorite question. Any consideration of playing any Souls games in prep for Elden Ring? I mean, that could be really fun. And maybe if we have some time. But really right now, I am like, my schedule's pretty packed currently. Yeah. And once we hit February, it's going to be a lot.
Go away.
Rude.
Neobtěžujte mě, prosím.
Rude. How many broods down here? Dying Light 2 hype? Dude, Dying Light 2 hype. Absolutely. I am so excited for Dying Light 2. One of my most hyped titles right now.
Harvard? Oh, thank God. What's going on?
Old rights is no different from gay rights.
they are doing jackhammering about
Spread throughout Europe.
15, 20 feet from where I am right now, so you may hear that come through. Sorry.